What's going on? You already know who it is. Just Shayla. And I'm back with another reaction. And man, today we reacting to James Harden finally got traded, y'all. Finally got traded after all that he was not doing. You know what I'm saying? He finally convinced Houston to trade him. And we're going to talk about it right now. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Leave a comment and let me know who you think won this trade, because it's a massive trade. You know what I'm saying? A lot of teams involved. We're going to get right into it. We ain't going to waste no time. As I said, don't forget to smash the like button. Leave a comment. Leave your thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Let's run this video up. As soon as I get to 500 subscribers, I am going to do a giveaway. 500 subscribers, I'm doing a giveaway. Don't want to miss it. So you have to be active. It's on 3 things you got to do. You got to like the videos, you got to watch the video, and you also have to leave a comment. I'm gonna get 3 comments on at least 3 videos, and I will be paying attention to see who, you know what I'm saying, who did. So don't forget, as soon as I hit 500 subscribers, I will be sending doing a giveaway. All right, so got bit by something. Anyway, let's get right into this video. As y'all know, as y'all know, James Harden did not want to play with the Rockets. It didn't matter what team they put together for him, what coach was coaching. He did not want to play with the Rockets no more. I don't know why, because they do have a good team. They have some good players. You know, they got Boogie Cousins. They got Madala John Wall. You know what I'm saying? They got a lot of good pieces on the team. I ain't about to go down the whole roster, but I guess he just didn't want to be in Houston no more. Even though in 2017, he said he was a Rocket for life, but that's another thing. That's a whole nother subject. We ain't even gonna get there. People change their mind all the time. Anyway, so he finessed his way into getting out of there, and now he's headed to Brooklyn. All right, he will be playing for the Nets, and the Nets only acquired James Harden, which, I mean, that's enough. But they did give away some key pieces of their team, so we'll talk about that. So the Nets, of course, received James Harden. The Rockets, however, they did pretty good. They will get Oladipo. They get 3 unprotected first-round picks from Brooklyn and 4 additional pick swaps from Brooklyn. And they also received Dante Exum and then, what's his name? Rodonis, I mean, he don't really get no burn, so I mean, that don't really matter. And then the Nets ended up giving away Jared Allen, Taurean Prince, and Karis LeVert for James Harden. Okay. The Pacers will receive Karis LeVert, and Jared Allen and Taurean Prince will go to the Cavs. And they also will receive a few picks from, I think a first-round pick from the Rockets. But let's go team by team. So the Nets, we're gonna get to the Nets last. We'll do the Nets last. Okay, the Pacers got a good pickup with Karis LeVert, because he's a very good player. You know, very good player. He can score. You know, he can play D. You know, he's young. So it's basically like replacing Oladipo with Oladipo. You know what I mean? So, I mean, they really didn't lose. They didn't lose. They did gain, didn't lose. Or, nah, it's the same. So, and I didn't think Oladipo, well, you know, in the summer they were saying Oladipo didn't want to be there, but who knows? Who knows for sure? But what I will say is that'll be a good pickup for the Pacers. Now, moving along to the Cavs. Great pickup for the Cavs. Jared Allen's a great player. He's young. He can defend. You know, he definitely protect the rim, so that's really good for them, you know, having more players to protect the paint, because they already have JaVale McGee. So McGee probably will come off the bench, of course, probably. And they also received Taurean Prince, which is a good player. He can play some D, and he also can score. He's a very good slasher. So that's very good for them, you know what I mean? And then moving on down to Houston. Very good, man. They did the best they could do for, you know, because they picking up Oladipo, which is perfect for John Wall and Boogie Cousins and, you know, everybody else on the roster. Great pickup for them. Oladipo is a very good player. And I think Oladipo probably didn't really want to be on the Pacers. And then they got all those draft picks too. Very good pickup. They got Dante Exum. Dante Exum is pretty good. You know what I'm saying? He could come out the bench. I don't think he's going to be doing no starting, but he probably come out the bench. He'd be a good pickup for them. Yeah, so that's all the team. And let's get into the Nets. Now let's get to the Nets. The Nets will be a good team, but do I think they'll make the Eastern Conference? I'm not really sure. It all really depends on them. Like how Harden and I think it'll be more Harden and Kyrie than it would be Harden and Durant, because Durant can adapt to anywhere. You know what I'm saying? He's a chameleon. He can adapt anywhere with any team. He can blend well with any team is what I'm saying. When it comes to Kyrie and James Harden, as you can see by the way James Harden behavior was to get out of Houston, he has a lot of ego. You know what I'm saying? A lot of me. Same thing with Kyrie. Kyrie wants to be the main guy. He needs the ball as well as James Harden. Now, Durant playing with Kyrie and Harden is not the same as Durant playing with Stephen Curry and Klay Thompson. That's not the same. You know what I mean? Totally different. Now, him playing with these two, they're going to be good. But I don't think Kyrie is going to be able to adapt well with Harden. Maybe like the first few games, or maybe even maybe 10 games. But Kyrie already having issues now. You know, I think Kyrie going to probably retire early. I think he likes playing, but I don't think he likes the demand of the season or of the NBA. I don't think he likes the demands of that. If he could get away from actual NBA, you know, all the stuff that he has to do, then I think he'd be good. But I don't think he really likes doing media or, having to be, I have to play today. I have to, I don't think he want to do all that. I think he like to play, do a little pickup and he'll be fine. But when it comes to James Harden, of course, I think Harden is definitely going to lose this weight because he got what he wanted. Houston did the right thing by trading him because he was a cancer in the locker room. And that shows that he's not really a good leader. I mean, because you have to be able to adapt to any situation. Now, he could have handled that at the end of the season, or he could have kept it quiet and just said, hey, I want to be traded. Woo, woo, woo. But the way that he showed up to the team, I don't think I would have wanted that in my, I wouldn't think I wanted that in my organization, if I'm the Nets. Because the Nets really got rid of some good pieces. They got rid of Jared Allen, Taurean Prince, and LeVert. I don't think I would have done that for James Harden. Even though James Harden is a great player, but that's three different individuals that can do three different things. James Harden can't do what Jared Allen can do. James Harden, now he can score. Don't get me, he's an elite scorer, but he can't bring to the table what Jared Allen did. So who's gonna do that for them? Besides, they have DeAndre Jordan, but now they minus a big. And Jared Allen is young. James Harden is 31? So, I don't know. For me, they had to trade him. So, Houston really did a good job with who they got for James Harden. But, if I was another team, I don't think I would have traded for James Harden. I really wouldn't have. But I think the Nets probably did that because they don't know what's going to happen with Kyrie. So, if something was to happen and they had to trade Kyrie, they would have James Harden. So, I guess I can understand that. If I was the Nets, I'd be definitely trying to get rid of Kyrie. But hey, that's just my opinion. And if you disagree, leave a comment. And if you agree, leave a comment. And as far as the Rockets, I think the Rockets is finally going to be better off. They're going to be better off without James Harden, without having all that toxic behavior in their locker room. You know what I'm saying? Because they got some dogs on the team. So that'll help the young players grow, mature more, and it'll help them just, build some camaraderie in the locker room. You don't need no cancer in your locker room. You know what I mean? Like a person who just throwing a tantrum. Like, who does that? You know what I'm saying? So that just lets you know how James Harden will handle his affairs, like all of his affairs when he doesn't get his way. So I don't think I would want nobody. I couldn't associate myself with nobody like that. You don't need to throw no tantrum, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I ever seen nobody. Now, y'all let me know if I'm wrong. Have y'all seen somebody who been like that? We've heard players say they they didn't want to be in certain places, but they still came out and performed and did what they had to do. They didn't just act like they just didn't want to be there. You know what I mean? But I could be wrong. If y'all know somebody, let me know so I can go look it up and check out the footage or whatever. But for me, I think who won the trade remains to be seen, because we'll see how Kyrie ain't even with the team right now. I know James Harden's gonna lose some weight, but we'll see how the Rockets do, and just how everybody else. The Pacers gonna be okay, and the Cavs, they're building their team, so But as far as the Rockets and the Nets, we'll see. The Nets have KD, so come on now, KD is KD. KD can mesh well with any player, anybody, if you ask me. But it's just those two guys. So how does that affect the locker room when you bring in somebody who just had this all over, How does that, But we'll see. So, anyway, that's the end of that. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I feel about it. Don't forget, man, leave a comment, man. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. I got another video coming out. It's a banger, you know what I'm saying? I feel like it's a banger anyway. You know what I'm saying? And I'll be dropping that one soon. Anyway, so y'all tell me what y'all think about this trade. Tell me what, how you feel James Harden behavior was. If it was you, how would you have handled it? Do you think, he's warranted for what he did? Or the way he, acted? You know what I'm saying? Or do you think he was wrong? Do you think the Rockets will be a better team now that they got this cancer out the way? Or do you think they still going to be like how they are now? Anyway, leave a comment below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Like this video. You know what I'm saying? Hey, if you don't like the video, tell me why you don't like it in the comments, But still hit the thumbs up. I'm just playing. But anyway, in the meantime, in between time, man, have fun. And also, one more thing before I say this. If you're having an issue with something, don't act out. Be professional about it. Communicate. You don't got to do all of that. You know what I mean? You got to learn how to handle your business without being so, But don't forget, if you made an obligation, if you signed a contract with somebody, y'all know the rest. Anyway, in the meantime, in between time, I ain't saying that you can't divorce, but I'm saying it's a way to go about it. You don't have to be all like that. Hopefully this is a learning experience for James Harden. Hopefully if in the future this happens again, he does it a little bit more classy. You know what I'm saying? Like, because all that coming to the team like that, like, come on, man, it's still your job. There's a lot of people that don't like to go to work, but they still got to show up professional. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Anyway, in the meantime, in between time, have fun. And if you don't have fun, at least be careful. Peace.